Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. I'm Perez Hilton. I think I like the lighting better this way. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to start doing it without any overhead from now on. Hello, welcome. We are doing hot topics like we do every single weekday. That's right, I am the queen of all media, the gossip gangsta, the original influencer, and I stream live on YouTube Monday through Friday at this same time every day, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. I appreciate you and giving me some of your time so much. We have a lot to get to today, including Diddy, some updates on Ben and Jen, Colton Underwood, Amber Rose, Donald Trump, and more. But first, a reminder, I have set up a membership. And I am so grateful that this week I've had a few new members. Thank you to everybody that signed up. Like Ryan Robinson, who has been an OG supporter, and I cannot thank her enough. Hi, CT. Hi, Mini Brands. Listen, I get it, Gail, George. Not everybody can support financially. I do down the rabbit hole. But if you do and you can, then you get to chat live with me because bleep, blop, bloop. I just turned the live stream to members only mode. I do all of my lives members only. It's free for everybody to watch and you can comment when the stream is over. But live is just me and my members. So hopefully if you can, or in the future, you can support and become a member. I would love you even more than I already do. Okay? All right, let's get to it. Hey, Nakia. I'm just so... Heavy stuff is heavy to talk about, and I'm an empath. But let's do it. We've got to talk about Diddy because there are some surprising developments. First, if you didn't watch, I pay attention to what Piers Morgan does. Piers Morgan had one of Diddy's former bodyguards on his show, and this guy claims that he witnessed the abuse of Cassie and Kim Porter. And he did nothing. Listen, I understand being poor. I grew up poor or very middle class, or lower middle class. When I was in high school, I couldn't afford a car. I had a bicycle. It got stolen. I couldn't afford a computer. I had a Brother word processor. Does anybody even remember what a word processor is? It was like a fancy typewriter that you would put these like floppy or hard disks in. Hey, KT. Hey, MK. I understand the need to earn money and to provide for your family. But if I witnessed a crime being committed, I would not be complicit. I would go to the authorities and report that. Well, actually, no. I might just quit and say a family emergency. Diddy probably scared people. He probably, it's like the mafia. Like Diddy intimidated. So I would understand why some people would not feel comfortable going to the authorities because they were afraid of retribution. But why is this guy now doing interviews? No, you could be doing interviews if you did do something about it back in the day. He didn't. And that's the culture, unfortunately. Hey, Adam, the culture of the uber wealthy. When you have enough money, you're able to buy your way out of trouble. You're able to intimidate people with fear of litigation. And Diddy surrounded himself with enablers, yes, men and women. And he still has those people in his life. And in a shocking turn of events, one of Diddy's exes, a baby mama of his, Misa Hilton, she had Diddy's oldest son. Hey, Calypso Kins. Justin, who's 30 years old, by the way. Justin Combs is 30. His mother is Misa Hilton, and she's still around, alive, thankfully. She took to her Instagram today to post about everything going on with Diddy. This is what she wrote. Quote, I am heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her abuse, and my heart goes out to her. I know exactly how she feels. And through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. I know exactly how she feels without saying what doesn't even need to be said. Diddy's baby mama told us everything. Hey, Penny Lane. No, this is just a regular t-shirt, nothing horror, nothing Rocky Horror or True Blood or anything like that. I think that was very bold and brave of Misa Hilton to speak out, especially because I'm guessing also she probably had to sign an NDA too. That's another thing wait, that bodyguard didn't have to sign an NDA? That's weird. Is that bodyguard even credible? But I'm guessing that Misa Hilton did have to sign an NDA. She wasn't done, though. She did say more. She spoke, Diddy has 7 children. Diddy has 7 kids. The youngest is not even 2 years old. This is what Misa Hilton said about all of Diddy's children. He has 3 grown boys and 4 young women. The oldest is 18, 2 17-year-olds, and 1 that's not even 2. Justin Combs' mother, Misa Hilton, Diddy's ex and baby mama, says, these young people were raised by women that want the best for them. We put God and education first and have always been united in our mutual effort to support their dreams. 2 of the youngest do not have their mother here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I am praying that he truly does the personal work and receives it. No. Diddy doesn't need help. Diddy needs prison. Diddy needs prison. I don't believe in cancellation, but I do believe in consequences, and that is what is happening to Diddy. In fact, Peloton announced that they are no longer going to be playing any of Diddy's music in their classes. And hopefully this is just the beginning of consequences for Diddy, with a lot more legal consequences to come. And I agree, Calypso Kins. I think I said that yesterday, that he's got evil in those eyes. But yes, his children are victims. I also said that yesterday. Diddy's children are victims in all of this. And I just pray that his boys don't perpetuate any of the disgustingness of his father. Okay. Speaking of fatherhood, this I have so many thoughts on, especially because I was doing some research beforehand so that I was armed with information because I like to be accurate. Do you guys remember Colton Underwood, formerly of The Bachelor? The dude who then went on to stalk, harass his girlfriend Cassie, and then came out as a gay man. Well, Colton Underwood has announced that he and his husband are having a baby. I'll get to my thoughts on that. Well, I have so many interesting thoughts. And I'm not being shady. I'm being freaking practical. Colton Underwood married his first boyfriend. This guy that he's having a baby with is his first boyfriend. And the guy's 8 years older. I hope they last. I wish them well, but just like gays can get married and have babies, gays can get divorced too, Nicole and Tiffany. They probably are going to have an open marriage. That works for a lot of people, Tiffany. They haven't been married that long, I think a year, Penny Lane. I just, realistically, marrying, when you're a gay man, when you first come out, that's when they've been married about a year. That's when most gay men are very promiscuous. They want to just explore and get comfortable with their bodies and sexuality and understand it and have fun. I agree, MK. I think he should have dated around more or hooked up a ton. He rushed into that. They first got together, and this is also the craziest thing, right? So they announced they're having a baby on Colton's podcast. He had a podcast all about fatherhood. Great. Listen, I'm all for monetizing anything. And I'm not a skeptic. I don't believe they're having a baby just to make money. But the interesting thing in doing my research for today's YouTube Live was I found out, he mentioned when he launched this Daddyhood podcast that he and his husband were trying to have children even before they got married. They started dating less than 3 years ago. They started dating in the fall of 2021. And by the fall of 2022, they already started trying to have babies. That's a little soon for me, because remember what I said a minute ago? Gays can have babies and gays can get married, but gays also can get divorced and split up. And I personally, would not want to rush into having a child with somebody. That's a forever thing. That's a next level type of seriousness. But listen, I am happy for them. The husband is 40. So, by 40, I had my first son, my first child at 34. I had my ish together by 34. But I said this in interviews, y'all. I think I always wanted to be a single dad because I take being a father, it's the most serious thing in my life. I work the hardest at that. I put the most amount of effort and love and attention and everything into being a father, and I am just too much of a pragmatist. I did not want to risk having a baby with somebody and then breaking up. I wanted to provide for my kids stability. I didn't want to have to worry about going back and forth between houses and then, just the headache of co-parenting with somebody that you're not with anymore. I didn't want to have to deal with that. I want a husband, but I'm glad that I'm a single father. And yes, Calypso Kings. Oh my God. But I don't feel empathy for that Gage dude or whatever his name is. He knew what he was signing up for. He knew what he was signing up for. And yeah, one of you, who said that? Yes, Calypso Kings. Colton is very immature. But hey, he's got this like daddy-ish husband, so good on them, you know? The thing that did upset me, I'm not upset about I celebrate my fellow gay dads. I think this is beautiful. They, as I mentioned, announced their baby news on his podcast, Colton's Daddyhood. But today, after breaking the news on the show, posted about it on social media. And I was saddened and shocked that so many people were leaving negative comments on their post. It wasn't like I was reporting it or People Magazine or whatever. It was Colton's own post, and people were saying, a baby needs a mother and a father, blah, blah, blah. No. You know what a baby needs? A baby needs food. A baby needs love. A baby needs a lot of attention, and a child, even when they're older. A baby needs structure, discipline, stability. The baby needs love. Colton and his husband can more than provide that. And I'm sure also give children maternal female role models and influences. My kids have grandma. You know, they might have nannies or their grandmothers, their mothers, or friends or whomever, you know? But all that kids need is love and food and shelter and somebody dependable and that gives them attention and all that stuff. Hey, Gigi. Wow, I love it. So many of you are here today. Thank you. Hey, Kay. All right, let's keep it moving. In other positive news, there were all these reports that Justin Timberlake's tour was not doing well. Seems to be doing pretty good to me because JT has just announced that his latest tour is being extended. Timberlake is adding 9 shows. Mazel. And a reminder, when I went to go see Justin in Vegas, he was doing 2 nights here, and the night that I went looked pretty sold out to me. And I just saw, it came out, he doesn't have the, or maybe I'm so busy, I don't know, maybe both. He doesn't have the buzz that he used to, and I'm real busy with life and work. Justin Timberlake performed for NPR's Tiny Desk concert in March. And I just saw it, even though it came out in March, and it's one of the best Tiny Desk concerts ever. So good. When you're done watching me today, seek that out and check it out and watch it because he's so good. It's so good. Also, some people are, this is ridiculous, y'all. Some people, Jessica Biel, Justin's wife, got a major transformation of her hair. She got a bob, from having long hair to bob. And some fans or haters are speculating that Jessica Biel got a divorce due. That when a woman gets a drastic change like that, it's a sign of something more. I don't believe that secret daughter, Penny Lane. That seems like a BS story to me. I saw it. I don't think it has any credibility. And also, back to Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel is the original Hailey Bieber. If you know, you know. Jessica Biel, was a fan of Justin Timberlake before they got together. She's not letting go. They weathered that alleged cheating scandal. She's not letting go. All right? All right. In other interesting news, Princess Catherine's brother, Hottie McHottie, James Middleton, is releasing a memoir that is coming out later this year in September. And some royal watchers are worried that he might be spilling the tea on the future Queen of England. Do you think he's that dumb? No. Yes, James Middleton obviously only got this book deal because he's Princess Catherine's brother, but he's not Prince Harry. He's not going to be spilling the tea and... Wait, what did I say? Did I say shoes? Shots? Did I say something wrong? Oh, I gotcha. He's not going to be revealing deep, dark family secrets or saying anything inappropriate about his sister, okay? Congrats to him. Cash that check, baby. Cash that check. All right. I don't often talk about politics on here, not for any reason other than I'm kind of post-political myself. It didn't serve me when Donald Trump was president to get so engrossed and obsessed with everything Donald Trump. I did have Trump derangement syndrome. Yes, I did. I don't like Donald Trump. I don't really like Joe Biden either. I don't like the way our country is set up. I hate a two-party system. Speaking of the UK, actually, in Great Britain, they've got so many political parties. I wish we could do that as well. We deserve options. We deserve choice. We don't have choice in the US. It's more often than not just the lesser of two evils. Gross. Anyways, I proudly have repeatedly stated who I am and what I'm all about. I am in the middle. I am a centrist. I think, very liberal and also very conservative a lot too. I am down the middle. I'm a centrist. I think that's what a lot of people are. I would like to think a lot of people are just sensible, centrists. Anyways, Amber Rose has come out in support of Donald Trump. Surprisingly. She posted a photo of her with Donald and Melania and captioned it, Trump 2024. I don't get that, though, because Amber Rose has championed herself as this advocate for women. She even had those... No, Cardi did not come out for Donald Trump. Cardi said she's not voting for anyone this year. She said no Trump or Biden. I took part in Amber Rose's SLUT walk. She had this SLUT walk for a couple years in Los Angeles. I find it hard how she can really call herself an advocate for women, especially sexually abused women. Sheshwali, you know what I'm trying to say? And then endorse Donald Trump. Take the Cardi B route and just don't endorse anyone. But I respect what she's doing. In a way, it's similar to Kid Rock. We'll talk about Kid Rock right after this. I think Amber Rose is hard up for cash and is pandering for profit. I think she just wants attention, like Kid Rock. And I respect that. If my financial situation was that dire and I thought making a pivot to the right could make me more money, I will do that in a heartbeat. You can quote me on that. Or the other way around, if I thought going hard left could make me more money, I would do that in a heartbeat. If I was struggling financially like them or like that. Although, is Kid Rock struggling financially? Maybe Amber Rose isn't. The only reason I would do it is for finances. Maybe Amber Rose just wants to be talked about that much, like Kid Rock. And Amber Rose is doubling down, y'all. So she made that post, endorsed Donald Trump, shared a photo of her with Donald and Melania, and then the story started getting some pickup. This urban, Black-centric Instagram account posted about Amber Rose endorsing Donald and Melania, and she responded. She wrote a comment underneath that post and said, even though, a reminder, in 2016, Amber Rose called Donald Trump an effing idiot, and she really hopes he's not president, and she even said that she was going to leave the country if Donald won. Now it's 8 years later, and she's endorsing him. Great. 8 years later? 10 years? And I don't even fucking know. Oh, oops, I cursed. Sorry. Anyways, whatever. Math is not my forte. Anyways, Amber Rose responded to the post about her endorsing, 2016, 2024. It's 8 years later, right? Whatever. Amber Rose responded to the post about her endorsing Donald Trump, and she wrote, LMAO, y'all think Biden cares about Black people? Sad. Do your research. I did. I'll always put women first. Y'all want biological men in women's sports. Trump supports the most reasonable compromise on abortion. Stop being brainwashed because we're people of color. Make your own decisions. Everything that she said would have been fine except for Trump supports the most reasonable compromise on abortion. What compromise? He's responsible for the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Get that attention, Amber. Get that money, baby. Of Kid Rock, he is a big MAGA person and a big D-bag also. He gave the most Penny Lane, I don't believe that the states should get the rights to do that. Because next thing you know, what's the difference? This is my opinion. What's the difference with saying, okay, let us no longer make interracial marriage the law of the land. Let each state decide if interracial marriage should be a thing. Or let each state decide if same-sex couples should be allowed to marry. Same principle. But no, I don't agree that the states should decide that I have equal rights in every way. If I want to marry a person of color or another man. Anyways, Kid Rock gave the wildest interview with Rolling Stone talking about Trump, and like, I'm so bored with him. I don't even care. He got really drunk, started using the N-word. He had a baby with a black woman. It's my understanding he isn't given a pass. He isn't allowed to say the N-word, but he did. And he even pulled out a gun during his interview and was waving it around at the Rolling Stone interviewer, the reporter. Whatever, he's boring. I don't even care. We still haven't gotten to Jennifer Lopez. We will get to her. A lot of show today. Some drama with Elvis Presley. I'll make this brief because it seems weird to me. But Graceland, Elvis Presley's former home, now turned museum, was facing foreclosure. Allegedly, Lisa Marie Presley took out a loan against Graceland and failed to repay it. But her daughter, Riley Keough, who's now inherited Graceland, claims that there were forged documents and that this never happened. It's weird. It's a little confusing. Don't know what to believe, but thankfully a judge has granted an injunction and the foreclosure isn't happening anytime soon. All right. Mar, did I say hello to you yet? Mar, hello. Last night, Jennifer Lopez had the premiere for her new movie, this film called Atlas, and the show must go on. She put on a brave face, or tried to. I saw J-Lo on the red carpet, and she looked sad. She looked tense also. You know, she's carrying a lot with her, but she did not take the mask off, Tiffany. She did not pretend, or she did not let anything slip. She was asked what her next act would be following this movie premiere. She said, I have a tour coming up in the summer, a couple of movies coming out next year, so I'm excited. It's just like a great time. It's a great time. Girl, we know it's not a great time. We know. I feel for her. Ben Affleck did not accompany her to the film premiere. He didn't have to, but if he did, it definitely would have sent a big, clear, loud message. I also, in addition to needing a break from Diddy, I need a break. That's what I said, Tiffany. I said that yesterday or last week. I said that, MK. That's my theory. I need a break from Diddy. I need a break from Ben and J-Lo. Thankfully, today we had other things to talk about as well. And finally, let's end things on something lighthearted and wacky. Do you guys know that DJ, John Summit? I see them too, Tiffany. John Summit is a very popular DJ. This guy messaged him on Instagram saying, yo, I just hooked up with this girl in Vegas because she says that I look like you. I'm the Walmart John Summit. So John Summit thought that was funny and posted it on his Instagram story. Then the guy reached out to him again and said, take that down. I've got a girlfriend. He cheated on his girlfriend in Vegas. And the guy had sent John Summit a photo of himself so he could see what he looked like and the similarity. Well, Walmart John Summit now got put on blast. You guys, I have a membership on this YouTube channel. If you can, if you've been watching regularly and you're able to, please become a member. It's very simple. On all of my videos, I've got the pinned comment or in the description. It tells you how to become a member. I would love your support. I stream live every weekday on YouTube, exclusively chatting with my members. However, it's free for everyone to watch and comment when the premiere is over. You can also like and share, do all of that. I appreciate you all so much. And I have a couple minutes. Let me take maybe like a couple questions. If any of you, if any members have any comments or questions, concerns, observations, anything you want me to address before I sign off. Parting shots. Here's your chance. Or I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Happy birthday, JoJo Siwa. She just turned 21 years old and got very drunk. And a lot of people were leaving some not so nice comments on her video. Actually, let me mention that on the podcast. That's a good topic. Listen. When you turn 21 years young, you can be drunk, you can be obnoxious, you can do whatever you want. You get a free pass, okay? And I like JoJo Siwa. I've said it repeatedly. I will always, not always, she could become awful, but I like her. I think she's a good person, and happy birthday, JoJo. I know, Adam. Oh my God, I've got to do more golf posts. Those Rory ones have been doing very well. Bieber and Haley, she's been posting a lot of pregnancy photos, so congrats to her and them. Yeah, she's finally public with the baby news. Mazel. Spread your wings and prepare to fly. All right, y'all. I love you. I thank you. I love you. I thank you. You're amazing. See you tomorrow. God bless.